Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Ayman Omar.
Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Wednesday hoisted a national flag at Pragati Bhavan, Hyderabad on the occasion of Telangana Formation Day. Earlier, the Chief Minister paid homage to martyrs of the separate statehood movement at the Gun Park near the State Assembly complex in the city. The 29th state of India was formed on 2nd of June 2014 after a 6-decade-long historic struggle by the people after the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act was passed in the parliament. The formation of Telangana refers to the victory of the Telangana movement that forced the bifurcation of the then united Andhra Pradesh. The movement, which has accelerated in the past 57 years, has paid off on 2nd of June 2014, fulfilling the aspirations of the people of Telangana district. Telangana High Court has directed the state government to ensure the refund of excess fees collected by private hospitals for COVID-19 treatment. The court also expressed concern over state government's failure to issue new government orders for capping fee for COVID-19 treatment, tests, etc. According to a report, the bench comprising Chief Justice Hema Kohli and Justice B. Vijay Sen Reddy observed that only cancelling license of airing hospitals will not result in reconciliation to persons who have already paid excess fees to these hospitals. Responding over it, Advocate General B.S. Prasad said that he would inform the court about the government's response. When the court asked Attorney General about the fall in the number of beds for COVID-19 patients, the Attorney General replied that state has adequate number of beds. At least 24 people, including a woman, were arrested by the police after a doctor at a government hospital in Assam's Hojai district was brutally beaten up. Suj Kumar Senapati, posted in Odali COVID Care Center in Hojai, around 140 kilometers from Guwahati, was kicked and pounded with metal trash and bricks by relatives of a COVID patient who had died, allegedly due to oxygen shortage, police said on Wednesday. Police and health officials said that the young injured doctor was being treated at another hospital in Nagaon and his condition is stated to be stable after the Tuesday evening incident. Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma, in a series of tweets, said 24 culprits involved in this barbaric attack have been arrested and the charge sheet will be filed at the earliest. The Supreme Court has asked the centre to furnish data on the percentage of population vaccinated so far, both in rural and urban areas, along with the documents reflecting its thinking in connection with the vaccination policy. A bench of Justices D.Y. Chandrachud, L. Nageshwar Rao and S. Ravindra Bhatt said, Union of India shall also ensure that copies of all the relevant documents and file notings reflecting its thinking and culminating in the vaccination policy are also annexed on the vaccination policy. Hence, we direct the Union of India to file its affidavit within 2 weeks. It rests on centre bringing on record an outline for how and when it seeks to vaccinate the remaining population in phases 1, 2 and 3. Former diplomat Syed Akbaruddin, who made his mark as India's permanent representative at the United Nations from 2016 to 2020, has taken the academic path after retirement. He has joined the Kautilya School of Public Policy in Hyderabad on Tuesday. A statement issued by the school said that the former career diplomat and Indian ambassador has joined the institution as its dean. Syed Akbaruddin had also served as spokesperson for India's Ministry of External Affairs from 2011 to 2015. The Delhi High Court today reserved verdict on a plea filed by late actor Sushant Singh Rajput's father Krishna Kishore Singh against the proposed movies being made about the actor's life. Sushant's father had filed the plea restraining anyone from using his son's name or likeness in movies. The makers of the upcoming film Nyay, The Justice, which is purportedly based on Sushant's life, opposed KK Singh's plea. In their submission, the producers and director of the film told the High Court that the film does not depict the late actor's caricature, name or likeness as it is not a biopic on him. The film was scheduled to release on 11th of June. After hearing arguments of both the sides, Justice Sanjeev Narula reserved judgment in the matter and asked the producers and director not to release the film till the court pronounces its verdict. A chemical-laden cargo ship is sinking off the coast of Sri Lanka, sparking fears of an environmental disaster. The Singapore-registered Express Pearl had been on fire for almost 2 weeks before the blaze was put out this week. Hundreds of tons of oil from fuel tanks could leak into the sea if it sinks, devastating nearby marine life. The Sri Lankan and Indian navies had worked jointly over the past days in an attempt to put out the fire and prevent the ship from breaking up and sinking. but rough seas and monsoonal winds hampered the operation just outside the port of Colombo. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Traffic Department on Monday confirmed that the girls who have attained the age of 17 years can obtain a driving permit for vehicles just like their male peers, local media have reported. The Traffic Department indicated several conditions for obtaining a temporary driver's license for a girl. In order to obtain a driving permit, it is necessary to complete 17 years, 6 personal photos, and a medical checkup. Then they should submit an application to the driving school to issue a driving permit at the age of 17 years and for a period of 1 year. When a girl reaches the age of 18, she can request to replace her driving permit with a driver's license valid for 5 years or 10 years. Thank you viewers, that's it for today.